So my question to you is, why now and why you? Why should you do that, right? Well, first of all, if you're interested in the building process and in building, and I bet you guys didn't know this, but the average builder, and of course it depends on the house location and what they're building, the average builder makes about $100,000 per project. I don't know if you knew that or not. If you knew that, put that in the chat. If you knew that on the other side of when a buyer closes on a house, that the builder averages about $100,000 per transaction. Okay. Also, the resources. The resources are now available for first-time builders, okay? Now, there are some banks and some limitations that want you to have experience, but there are programs, and I'm going to mention those to you in a little bit later in our master class this evening, about how you can actually start building a home and you don't even have any experience, okay? I'm going to talk with you about that, all right? How to actually accomplish that. And then we have a proven system. We have a step-by-step guidance so you can launch your first project. So we're not going to put you out there by yourself and leave you to try to figure it out. You're going to be able to do that together as a group, all right? So what we did, myself, Capital City Mortgage, and First Step Builders, we did a joint venture, okay? And tonight I'm going to tell you how you can partner, do a joint venture, and make things happen for yourself, right? You don't have to do it by yourself. But what we did in our partnership is that we combined land plus plan access, which I'll tell you about Dr. Adams in just a few minutes. But he had the plans and the land. But guess what? He needed the funding resources. So when we came together, I provided the funding sources that he needed. He's got the land. So we did a joint venture partnership. Now we're partners. And what we're trying to do now is sell that land, right? He's got 10 lots. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more about, actually, he's got 7 now. Tell you a little bit about that in a few moments. But what we did was we brought together our skill sets. We also combined construction management and marketing and business, right? And building the brand. So that's what we did. We put this together. The reason you guys are here is based off of our marketing that we put together. Christina does an excellent job at doing the marketing, all right? This is some of his product, and you'll get a chance to see this live, but we literally went to these houses this past weekend. We did an on-site visit for the individuals that had signed up for the program. So we actually went out to see these properties live. And if I can get my video working in a few minutes, I'll share with you some of the testimonials that we got from this past weekend. But this is some of the product. And I love his product. He builds a custom home and it looks like it's custom. I mean, the quality is A1. You have to kind of see it for yourself to believe it. All right. So this is a little something from Dr. Adams, and I'm going to play just a little bit of this so you can hear it. And he's talking a little bit about how he kind of got started in the business, right? So I'm going to let you listen to this. The first question is, how and when did you get started in the construction industry?
I got started in 2019. As COVID approached, and I recognized at that time that there was a particular market of individuals who were struggling to purchase homes based upon the price point. And again, when I realized that population was being underserved, we came up with a solution to build custom homes and made them attainable to that population who could not afford a $400,000 home, but maybe afford a $350,000 home or $335,000 and have the same amenities. And this was our way of giving back to the community. More importantly, we discovered too that the market also underserved people of color. And our concept is to help individuals have access to affordable homes, quality homes, but then walk into these homes with equity.
All right, so that was a little bit from Dr. Adams. I wanted you to kind of hear a little bit about how he got started in the business. All right. So one of the things that he said, which you guys didn't get a chance to hear, was, and I asked him the question, what was his worst nightmare, and what is it that he wished he would have known before he got started, okay? And he went on to tell what his worst nightmare was, which was the fact that he didn't know what he didn't know, right? He had contractors that kind of took advantage of him and they created work that really wasn't there because they knew he didn't know. Okay, so sometimes you can buy your experience, right? Or you can borrow somebody else's experience. Would you agree or disagree? And it's best to borrow somebody else's experience so that you don't have to experience the nightmare. Would you agree? All right, so what I'm going to talk about now is I'm going to talk a little bit about the financing, okay? Because that is, like I said, the glue that kind of puts this whole thing together. And I'm not going to go over all of our financing programs. I will let you know that they are located at capitalcitymtg.com. We are a lender. We do business in all 50 states. We're located right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we do all types of loans. I like to tell people that because it is really no loan that we can't do, right? And if a person has credit challenges or something, we can always overcome that. But the main loan that I want to talk to you about is the new construction loan, because that is the one that we are focused in on. We're getting builders approved, and I want you to notice what the criteria is, okay? And you won't find this by going to the bank. I do want to let you know that. First of all, you do not have to have an experience to become a new builder. All right. Now, the caveat to that is that you have to have a experienced GC on your team that is willing to provide the past permits and the past HUD-1s and the settlement statements that they can prove that they've actually built at least 3 homes. Okay. Well, guess what? We have that. We have all of the permits, we have the surveys, we have the HUD-1s to prove that Dr. Adams is a bona fide builder. Okay, so as a part of our program, we've already met that qualification as far as having an experienced builder on our team. The next thing you have to have is you need a minimum credit score of 660. Although income is not a factor, so you don't have to have pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns. We don't need any of that. All we need is your LLC, and you can do a loan in that LLC, okay? There is a 20% down payment required on this loan unless you own the lot, okay? If you own the lot, then you don't have to bring the 20% to the table. And I'm going to show you how we have been able to bring in our program, our educational program, along with the lot and the financing to make it affordable for anybody to do this program, okay? If you see an opportunity. Is what's in it for me, okay? So I'm getting ready to tell you, all right? So first of all, let me tell you what First Step Builders Alliance includes, all right? It includes a builder's masterclass, okay? It includes expert coaching. It includes comprehensive training and financial support, okay? That's what we are offering in our program. It also gives you access to build real projects, okay? So you can do residential homes, okay? For those of you guys that want to start on the residential level, you can. And you can also start as a community development person and build retail, office, mixed use. Okay, there's no limit. We have a master builder on our team named Mr. Davis, and we met him on Saturday. He came out to help us do a presentation. He's built Chick-fil-A's, he's built McDonald's, he's building a new Portobello restaurant in Fort Worth. So we're talking, and he started when he was 5 years old, y'all. Started in construction when he was 5 years old, reading blueprints when he was 9 years old, okay, and just have grown up in the business. But he's a master builder. So we have people that is expert in residential. We have an expert builder on our team in commercial and also community revitalization projects, okay? We have the ability to help you get access to any type of project that you want to do, okay? I just want to point that out to you. Let me talk to you a little bit about the digital platform with all of the modules where you're going to learn while you earn. Okay, so as you're going through this process for the next 6 months, because we're actually starting this master class on June 10th. The first Tuesday of every single month, we will be starting this master class where we'll be online on Zoom, where we will be going through these different modules. Now, you will have access, those of you that decide to join the program, you will have access to all of these modules. Will give you access once you join the program, and we will be covering things like, how to evaluate land. Okay, how do you know if you got a good deal or not? We're going to be talking about designing your bill, working with architects, engineers. We're going to talk about the financing, all the different ways that you can finance a property so that you're never stuck. Okay, also building a budget. How do you create a budget that you can send to the bank? How do you manage your contractors and their bids? Also, we're going to talk about construction management essentials. I'm going to share with you a tool that we use in construction management where it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can manage your projects. Okay, we're going to talk about marketing, all right, because you want to make sure you can sell the house before you even put the shovel the dust. I mean the dirt, right? And then finally, we'll have a graduation, and at our graduation, we're going to celebrate the fact that we built several homes in one community. Okay, so that's what we're going to be going over. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to share with you one of the tools that we use for construction management. Okay.
Build Tools is a complete project management solution for custom home builders and remodelers. Built by builders for builders, we know exactly what you're up against. Save time and control costs. Organize the chaos of custom projects and grow your business without adding more people to your team. With Build Tools, you get everything you need to manage all your projects, from budgets and bids to scheduling, selections, and change orders. Centralize all project communication and work more efficiently. Keep projects on track and ensure your crew, clients, and subs are up to date at all times. Let us show you how Build Tools can take your business to the next level.
So Build Tools is one of our softwares that we use to do construction management. I know I had somebody ask me on the last call, well, I'm not in Texas. How would I be able to participate in this program? You don't have to be. And the reason you don't have to be is because we have the tools. It doesn't matter where you are, because what happens is at every stage of the project, before the contractors actually can get paid, they have to upload pictures and videos of the things that they have done. So I literally can sit here at my desk and manage a project no matter where it is in the country and make sure that things get done and get done on time. Okay, that's the beauty of having that type of software. All right. So I'm going to move forward. The next thing that you're getting in this program is all of our vendor partners. Okay, we have title companies, insurance companies, we have real estate agents on our team, we have architects, engineers, designers. So you don't have to go out and look for these people. We already have them, they've already been vetted. We know that they can do a great job. Okay, so we have all that in place. What's the benefit of our program? Okay, first of all, you get to consult with experienced builders that you can actually rub elbows with, go out to eat with, talk to, call and ask a question if you have a question, if you don't understand what's going on. You have an opportunity to work with an experienced lender, which is myself and my team. We will walk you through the financing part of this opportunity. Also, we're working with experienced title companies that's going to make sure they can close the transaction, not only for you as a builder, but also for your buyer. Make sure there's no liens, judgments, anything like that that's going to prohibit a successful closing. We have an experienced marketing team, okay? Our marketing team will develop flyers and all types of social media marketing information for you before you even pick the shovel up, okay? We're gonna make sure that we get that project marketed so we can get it sold. Also, real life education with mentoring, okay? And I say to all the time, I mean, even though I've been in the real estate game my entire career, which is 37 years, and I still love it. I mean, my husband told me that girl, you're gonna kill yourself. You need to sit down and rest and relax. And I'm like, I can't do it. I got to meet with these people at 7 o'clock. So I got on up and got at it. I mean, I absolutely love this business, but I love it because I'm able to make a difference in people's lives. Also, you will have on-site, hands-on exposure to projects, right? You get to see live the projects that we're building. You get to participate in those projects. You have access to the vendors that we have. We already have relationships with lumber companies, the cabinet, the flooring. We do flooring at Capital City Construction, but roofing, lighting, our concrete suppliers. We have all the MEPs, which is mechanical, electrical, plumbing professionals, already ready to go. Okay, so we have a full package for you. All right. So here's our packages. I'm going to talk to you now about the actual program. All right. So we have 3 levels of our program. The first level of our program is the foundation starter. Okay, this is you start at the foundation, right? Every project starts with a solid foundation. This program here includes 1 lot evaluation. So this does not come with a lot. It really just gives you the education. You get to attend the monthly group meetings that we're going to have between June and December. You get financial guidance with with Capital City, meaning that we help you get your funding in place so that you can become a builder. The Trailblazer program, this includes the education, plus we give you a lot that you can actually build on. You can pick the lot that you want to build on. Like I said, we have 7 of them left, and we're trying to get all of the 10 lots sold so we can start construction all at the same time. And one of the questions that I'm always asking Dr. Adams ask is, how long does it take to build a house? Well, it depends, okay? It depends on weather, but right now, between June and the end of the year, it should only take about 4 to 6 months, okay? 4 months from the beginning is our target, and you can do them all, especially if you're doing them in volume. And that's what our goal is. The next set of houses we do, we're going to do them in volume, okay? So we can build them all and get them all sold between now and the end of the year. The last program that we have is the Empire Elite program. This is the one that's a premium program. It's for custom home builder or a commercial design. Like if you decide you want an office building or retail, if you want to be at that level, then we have that program for you. Okay. So let me move on. So let me break down the numbers, because I know that's what a lot of people want to know. Well, how do I make money? You know, what's the profit? What does that look like at the end? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break down the numbers for you real quick. This is the Empire Builder program. This is if you were building on your own lot. So you come to us and you say, I want to join the program, but I already got my lot and I want to build an office building, okay, or a medical facility or a warehouse, whatever it is you want to build. In this particular scenario, I'm just using a basic budget, okay, $350,000. The loan amount is $365. You already own the lot, which means you already have your equity in the land. The sales price is $750,000. The profit is $385,000. Now I know what your question is. You're not gonna walk away with $385,000, right? Because on your first deal, you got to have somebody helping you. You're not gonna be able to do that by yourself. So what we do as a general contractor, we come in and help you. So there's a 30% split that goes to the general contractor for using their licenses, their experience, their permits to help you do this, and you get 70% of the profit. So in this case, it's $269. Now, I want to remind everybody, you are responsible for paying all your own closing costs, and you have to secure the loan, and you have to make all the interest payments. But guess what? We got a program for the interest payments too, where we're adding all the interest payments back to the loan. So we're including that. So the goal is we don't want you to have to be out of pocket as we go along in the build process. Okay, so we've got that covered. The next program is the Trailblazer program. Now, this program here is the one that I personally recommend. Okay, why? Because you get the education, information, plus you get to get the lot. One of the lots that we already have available, where we have the plans, the permits, the surveys, they're ready to go. The land is flat, it's ready to go. Okay. In this scenario, we have the same budget. We have a budget of $248. You own the lot. Okay. So when you join into the program, we give you credit for that lot. Okay, of $15,000. Loan amount is $275. Sales price is $335. Now in this case, you're going to walk away with about 60 grand. Okay. Now again, you're not going to walk away with all 60 grand because you don't have the experience to do it by yourself. You got to have help. How many of you know you got to pay to play? Okay, ain't nothing free but salvation. Everybody know that? You got to pay if you want to play. All right. So in this case, again, the general contractor will get 30%. The builder will profit 70%. Again, you have to pay all your own closing costs, and you have to be able to secure the loan, and you have to be in position to make the interest payments every month. And if we can't, add them all back to the loan. Okay. The last program is the foundation program, is what I was telling you guys about. This one comes with no lot. You basically just get to join the program and go along with us as we go through this process for the next 6 months. So this one is $15,000. The budget is $268. Loan amount is $275. The sales price is $335. Again, that profit is about 60 grand. In this particular case, still 30% to the builder, 70% profit to you as the builder. I'm sorry. Split with the general contractor and the builder. Now, of course, you have to purchase your own lot. And I did have somebody ask me that question. You don't have to buy one of our lots. If you already own land or own a property and you want to do a joint venture with someone else, they bring the land, you bring the financing and the experience, we still can help you with that scenario. Okay. So just wanted to go over that with you. All right, now I'm gonna take a little breather because I've been talking, and I'm gonna ask this question. And I know it's on everybody's mind. It may be just me, I don't know. But what if you don't have any money to get started? Okay, is that anybody's question? I don't see anybody's. I got 8 minutes left. Okay, Christine, I just looked over and saw how many minutes I got left. I'm gonna hurry up and get through. So you can get a partner, right? If you don't have, the money to get started, or the credit, or whatever your issue is, all you have to do is find the opposite. Find what you need or what you're missing. Do a partnership. I mean, that's what Dr. Adams and I did. He found what he was missing, and then we're making it work together, right? If you have credit challenges, we have programs that will get your credit repaired as long as you have the funds to get started. We also offer financing for the programs. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the financing here in just a moment. The financing for this program, we've tried to make this program so irresistible that all you need is 10% down to enroll. Okay, 10%. We have flexible financing. You can pay it over the next 6 months. We have business credit option loans available. So if you want to finance it outside of us, you can do that, but we do offer financing. So let me talk to you about how the financing looks. If you decide you want to do a foundation package, okay, and that does not come with a lot, you just want to be a part of the program, you only have to put down $1,500, okay? And then you're going to make monthly payments on that because we don't have anything to tie that to. So you're going to be responsible for making that monthly payment of $2,250, and we do finance that for you, okay? That means you get all the bells and whistles. You get access to the lot. You get to look. You don't get to own one. You get to go through the process. The Trailblazer program is 30 grand, okay? You only have to put down 10%, and which is $3,000. We do take credit cards or however you want to pay it. If you don't go through the process and the financing the way we have it set up, then you're going to pay $37.50 a month. But what we've done is we've included the lot purchase in the construction budget so that you don't have to be worried about making those payments every month. And then, of course, we have the Empire package building program where it's a $50,000 entry fee, $5,000 down, and $7,500 a month. Okay, so that's the program. So I know what you're saying now. Look, I already got it built into the presentation. Okay. You done gave me enough information. How do I get started? I know that's your question. Okay. So let me wrap this thing up for you guys. First of all, I want to let you know what you get. Okay. What's included in the program. All right. First of all, you get the First Step Builders Alliance digital education, which means that you get to go online and actually take the courses that we have outlined for you. You get 6 months of personalized mentorship, okay? Which means you can call myself, anybody on my team, you can call Dr. Adams, you can ask a question, and we're able to answer those questions for you, okay? You get to work with an experienced builder, an experienced lender, experienced title company. You get the pre-sale marketing pro on your team to help you get your project sold. You also get access to the software, okay? We give you access to the software. We have a discounted coupon on the software that you get, and we're going to include that in this program. You get access to shovel-ready land that's already ready. It's already been approved. The houses have already been sold over there. You get access to all of that. And then you get the First Step Builders Alliance Network, okay? You get to work with a group of individuals that's like-minded, that's going in the same direction that you're going in, okay? All of this information for the action takers, tonight, we have the lots available for you. You get this all-inclusive package. It's worth, over $53,000 just by itself, right? Because the one thing that it does for you is that it's going to save you time. Would you agree? It's going to save you time. It's going to save you agony, and it's going to save you frustration. Okay, that's what it's going to do for you if you decide to take action. Okay, now I have a question for you. I think we started this out at the very, very beginning, and I asked a question of you guys. I mean, when you see an opportunity, and this is just a little cartoon, but some people see an opportunity, okay, and then they don't know which way to go, right? I mean, it's opportunity to the right, to the left, in front of them. They don't know which way to go, right? And then some people saw an opportunity, but they kept walking. They kept going in the direction that they were in. They didn't take action and they didn't change. And then you have some people that took opportunity, right? And so guess where they're headed? When you take an opportunity, you're headed towards the sunshine, right? You're headed towards change. You're headed towards making a difference in people's lives, especially your own. That's what happens when you take opportunity. Okay. Now, what I want to know is if anybody is ready to get on the path to profit. Is there anybody on this call ready to get on the path to profit? You can tell me yes, no, and I know it's Q&A time. Okay, Miss Crystal, I see you saying yes. in the package, and Christina's letting me know it's time for me to wrap this up. Well, let me just tell you this. First of all, this is the steps right here. There's the first step is you enroll in the program, okay? And it doesn't matter which one of them you want to do, it's up to you. The foundation program is $15,000. It's the education only, okay? The Trailblazer program is $30K. You get the education, the land, and the vendor access. Of course, the Empire program is the $50K turnkey program. You get the support, the financing, and you get the FSBA partnership. We're going to partner with you. All of the packages include a 6-month mentorship, coaching, and access to a proven building system, okay? You get step 2 is you're going to secure a buildable lot. Now, that lot can be one of our lots, or you can go find a lot that you want to build on. We'll help you with either one. Then you're going to finalize your financing, okay? Because once you decide to get in the program, that's one of the first things that we do is we make sure that we can get a construction loan for you, okay? And if we can't get it for you, then maybe you got a partner or somebody that you want to finance this deal with, okay? And you can also use personal and business capital. Step 4 is that you're going to start building, okay? Remember I said this is a 6-month process. We're going to build some houses, okay? We're not going to talk about it. We're going to be about it, all right? So you're going to be able to do that. We have a pre-sale or program where we're going to market the property before you even get it sold. And I'm not going to go into that to tell you about all the leads that we get in on our mortgage side of pre-approval people that are looking for houses, okay? We're going to help you sell the property, all right? And then you're going to profit, and then you're going to be able to repeat this thing. I think one of the advantages that I know I see is that once you learn this skill, you can go do it over and over and over again. Okay, that's the magic of what we do, and you're going to have results. Okay, and you're going to be able to complete your first profitable new construction project. You're going to gain the knowledge, you're going to have confidence, and you're going to have credibility as a builder, because when we put your name on the building permits, that now says you have experience, okay? So you should be able to go into any bank that you want to go into or build in any location to execute this process. You're going to have access to the funding, the land, the vendors. You're going to be able to build long-term wealth, okay, through real estate development. So we had 10 lots, we down to 7. I told you I'm gonna keep doing this every Thursday until I get all the lots sold, okay? We have the plans, we have the lot size, we have the prices, and then we have the price of the lots and prices of the homes. We already know all of that information, okay? If you are interested in the program and you say, you know what, I gotta take advantage of this, and you're ready to start, all you need to do is text myself, and I'll put Christina will put my personal cell number in the chat. Text me and tell me you're ready, okay? And I'm going to send you a link. And of course, we'll have another dialogue. Well, I'll share whatever information that I need to share with you so that you can understand what you're doing, okay? And then, or you can just book an appointment with me, all right? So one or two things. So Christina, please put my phone number in the chat so that they can just send me a text and say, hey, I'm ready to get started, okay? And if you're not sure that you want to get started, just book an appointment and we're happy to work with you.